Welcome to another exciting episode of Dining with Greatness. Today, I'm at Check's Cafeteria with Bill Dwyer. Bill, how you doing today?
Doing great, Chris. Great to see you.
This was your call today. What attracted you to Check's Cafeteria?
You know, I love the atmosphere here. It's a Louisville original. You're in Germantown, one of the great neighborhoods in Louisville. It's always great to be a part of a community like this.
How many times have you been here?
Yeah, I guess I've been here maybe 5 or 6 times.
I was going to say, this is one of those places, I think everyone in Louisville has been here, but not more than 5 or 6 times, because this is, I think, is my 3rd time. Yeah, and I've lived here 20 years. I know you've lived here several years. But yeah, everybody's been here, but it's not a regular stop for anybody.
You know, but when I leave here, I always think, I got to come back here pretty soon.
Yeah.
It's just not convenient.
What'd you order today?
I had bean soup, which is world famous here at Check's Cafe, was fantastic, and a chicken salad sandwich on the side. I should have gone with the fried bologna, I just didn't have the courage to order it.
Yeah, you can only order one thing at a time, right? But that's one of the reasons why you go back to places. There's more than one thing to get. I got the ham sandwich on rye, outstanding. So, good lunch today.
Eats great.
I did a little scouting on you on Facebook before the interview. And it's always kind of interesting to look at likes and whatnot. And one of your likes I wanted to talk to you about was Howard Stern.
Yes.
Are you a big Howard Stern fan?
I'm a raving Howard Stern fan. I think he's a genius. I really do.
Do you listen to him every morning or just periodically? Or?
I listen every morning.
Do you?
And I think Howard Stern has evolved as a personality. Back in the early days of Howard Stern's career, he was the shock jock, right? He was into doing weird things on the air just to get attention and to promote himself. But now I think he's turned into one of the best celebrity interviewers out there. I mean, his interviews are in-depth, are spot on. He gets people to open up the way other people can't. And what they reveal about themselves is just amazing. The guy's a genius.
He has no inhibitions during the interview because he has no shame. So,
everything's on the table.
Yeah, because he's one of those guys. I probably haven't listened to Howard Stern in 5 or 6 years. I go through stretches with him where for like 60, 90 days, I am just on board, completely on board. And then after that, it's like, okay, that's enough of Howard for a while. And I might go 6 months, I might go 5 years like right now, and then I'll jump back on that bandwagon later. But a little bit of Howard goes a long way with me. But I certainly can't argue with his brilliance in the industry he's gone into.
He's at the top of his game.
Yeah, still.
It's amazing. Hope he never retires.
You attended Xavier
University.
And you went to Lexington Catholic School. Yes. It's a lot of Catholicism.
Yes, it is.
This is coming from a Catholic,
yes.
You know.
Yes.
Why Xavier?
Why Xavier? Well, I'm ashamed to say this, but I wanted to go to a school that had a really good basketball team because I'm a big college basketball fan. So one of the prerequisites for that school had to be that the team was decent. I could go to some tournament games. But also, more importantly, I was interested in the Jesuit aspect of the education at Xavier, learning how to be a man for others, not just for yourself. I could get a business degree, but also learn how to understand philosophy, theology, and some of the other subjects that are taught. So I thought it was really well-rounded education that could give you places.
I got you. I often wonder, is there appeal for a non-Catholic to meet the Pope?
Absolutely, especially this Pope, especially the Pope we have now. I think speaking just for the Pope we have currently, Francis, I think his appeal transcends religion. I think when you read what he's written and when you hear what he says, it goes beyond Catholicism, it goes beyond Christianity. It becomes more about how to treat people. It becomes more about how to live a strong, compassionate life. How to be someone who forgives others and understands others' positions. Defending your own position.
Do you think John Paul II would have had the same appeal for different reasons?
Yeah.
Because I certainly think he would have had the same appeal too.
No question about it. I mean, he played a part in bringing down communism. And he played a part on the political stage, but mainly behind the scenes, doing it gracefully. Whereas,
and I look at us too as Catholics. If somebody gave me the opportunity to meet the Dalai Lama, hell yeah, I want to meet the Dalai Lama. Sure. I mean, these are remarkable people. I would love to do it.
I mean, any transfigurative person who's well thought out, somebody who really understands their point of view is interesting to talk to. You don't always have to agree with everything they say.
Sure.
That's healthy discourse. And that maybe makes you question your own beliefs, and sometimes makes you more firm in your own beliefs. But it's always good to have that level of conversation.
You and I, this isn't where we met, but at one time, we're in a book club. Do you remember this?
No, I don't.
You remember? Yeah.
Oh, yes, I do, actually, yeah.
Yeah. And I was thinking about this on the way in, and I was trying to think because I remember some of the books I read for this, but I'm like, yeah, what were some of them that Bill read? And I'm like, and I was kind of drawing a blank, and I do remember you read one on global warming.
Yes, I did.
There was a part of that.
Yes.
And, but I guess my question is, are you, do you read a lot? Are you a frequent reader?
I am.
Do you get a lot of time?
I don't have a lot of time, but I make time. I think it's important to read. Now, that book club was really cool because we would each read a different book, if I remember correctly, and then we would report back to the group over lunch the main points of what we read. So a lot of it was business related. Some of it was non-fiction. Very rarely was fiction.
I was gonna say I don't think we were reading Judy Blume books or anything like that. Maybe it would still be going if we did.
But I guess me reading the Alan Moore book made enough of an impact on you that you remembered it 15 years later.
I did remember that.
That was a fun book club, by the way. But yeah, I try to make time to read. Right now I'm reading the second installment of the Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I loved watching it on HBO.
Yeah.
I mean, incredible television. And then, of course, I had to catch up. I was a late convert to Game of Thrones, and had to catch up on the first 3 seasons. I binge watching on HBO Go app.
Because people binge watch this show a lot too.
You know what? It might be the best television ever made.
It's kind of making people reassess where internet media is going.
Yeah. But interesting though, Chris, the series caught up to the end of the books, right? And the last season of Game of Thrones was not written by the author of the Game of Thrones series.
Really?
The producers of the television show came up with the last season, and they'll come up with the next season. So it's beyond where the author left it, and that concerns me a bit because the story was so solid up until last season, and it didn't disappoint me, but I feel like we're out there without a net.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're kind of out-punting your coverage.
Exactly. There's no parent watching the play.
Now you're a big Reds fan, right?
I am. I still am.
Who's your favorite Reds player of all time?
No question about it. Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose. I think if we have time, I'd love to tell you a story about Pete Rose and with me today. Not only is he a hero for baseball, he's a hero for life and business in a way. Pete's rookie year, played a game one night. He had a pretty good game. He was 2 for 3, 2 hits and 3 at-bats. On the at-bat where he didn't get the hit, he hit a ground ball to shortstop, routine play. He really didn't run that hard to first base, got thrown out. Well, his dad would come from the west side of Cincinnati down to Crosley Field to watch Pete play every night, and then he'd get up and go to work at 5 o'clock the next morning at a factory in the west side of Cincinnati. So he waited until after the game that night. It was late, 11 o'clock at night, 11:30 at night. Remember, he has to get up and go to work at 5 o'clock. He sees Pete after the game. He says, "Hey, Dad, how you doing?" And Pete Rose Sr. says this, "I'm really upset with you. I'm not happy with you at all. Dad, we talked about it. It was 2 for 3, got an RBI, made a great play in the field. I'm not happy with you. You didn't run out that ground ball to shortstop. You may have been out, but you didn't run it as hard as you could. And I got to go face those guys at work tomorrow morning and have to defend you, not hustle." He said, "Every time you hit the ball, you sprint to first base. It's not just you out there. You're playing for your family and your city." When I heard that, I thought more of Pete Rose Jr. for listening to his dad's advice. More than anything, to have a mentor like Pete Rose Sr. in your life, driving you like that, makes me want to be that sort of father to my son, not pushing too hard. So Pete Rose, long answer to your short question.
You're on board with the rebuild right now?
No, I'm not, but there's hope. There's hope. I mean, when the Reds traded Aroldis Chapman, Mike Lee, Johnny Cueto, and all these great players, I'm thinking, okay, I understand it, the limitations to a small market franchise. Who are we getting? And I see the names of these prospects. Who's that guy? Double-A guy hitting 250 Double-A for Aroldis Chapman. But now here we are toward the end of the season, and I'm seeing guys like Adam Duvall, who was Mike Lee in the All-Star game, second in home runs in the National meet some other players.
Finnegan had a good start the other day.
Finnegan, Cody Reed's going to be good.
Came in in the Cueto trade. So I think whenever you go through a rebuild, it's like a grab bag. You get a bunch of prospects. Some of them aren't going to win, but some of them will. And, in addition to your own scouting and everything, you kind of hope to fast forward.
I mean, the new version of baseball isn't to be the New York Yankees in the early 90s, right? And just acquire all these big names for big salaries. The new version is to be the Kansas City Royals or the Houston Astros. You'd be lean, have prospects. Moneyball goes back to Moneyball, the Oakland A's. They did it first, and now everyone else is doing it. And I hope it pays off for the Reds.
If you're ready, we will do the Tommy gun around here.
By the way, I did not receive these questions in advance. That'd be a violation of Dining with Greatness protocol.
We don't do that.
In this edition of Dining with Greatness, we got to change to Dining with Mediocrity. I don't consider myself greatness. Maybe it's interviewed by greatness.
I think the whole concept could be considered mediocrity. I'm making sure I can read my handwriting here. What's your favorite fruit?
Fruits?
Yeah.
Bananas. I have one almost every day. Fantastic.
What was the last cultural event you attended? A play, ballet, opera?
This is embarrassing. I can't remember, but I'll try. The last play I attended was at Kentucky Center for the Arts. Cabaret.
Okay.
I went there with my wife on a date night and had a great time.
Who is your favorite figure in American history?
Favorite figure in American history? Besides Pete Rose.
He's a sports figure, not a historical figure. Although the line's great.
You know, I read the book John Adams a while ago, and he's always stuck with it. He never got credit for being one of the primary founding fathers of our country. He didn't get the glory, didn't get the fame, but he did a lot of heavy lifting. And his legacy continued on with John Quincy Adams. So I would say John Adams.
How many pairs of tennis shoes do you own?
Way too many. I would say.
Which one do you wear the most, and what brand?
I never thought I'd be an Asics guy. I mean, I've always been very loyal to Nike. I mean, as a kid, Nike was the shoe, and I still am loyal to Nike, but I went to a place called Footworks in St. Matthews, where they take a lot of time measuring your foot. And by the way, they're not paying for this time on your show. This is completely unsolicited. But Footworks did a great job of asking me what I do in the shoe and how it feels when I wear certain shoes. And I ended up with a pair of Asics cross trainers that I use on the treadmill and when I do some CrossFit workout type exercises. So Asics, my favorite primary shoe.
Do you cut your own grass?
I do. And I didn't for a while, Chris, and I felt so lazy. Like, I'm a healthy 40-something-year-old man. I like being outside. Why do I have someone else who's a healthy 40-something-year-old man come in and cut my grass? I'm as busy as everybody else, but it doesn't take forever.
How long is that? Push or rider?
It's a push mower, but I do cheat. It's a Toro personal pace.
Self-propelled?
Yes. But
how long does it take you?
If I do everything correctly, if I mow thoroughly, if I weed eat, if I spend some time on it, it's a 2-hour job.
Who's your favorite guitar player of all time?
Favorite guitar player of all time? Peter Buck. I think what Peter Buck, I can explain this if you want. Is Tommy Gunn meant to be just one answer and let it go?
If you want to extrapolate, go ahead.
I don't want to change the game.
No. It's your world.
It's your world. I'm the guest.
No, go ahead.
All right. What Peter Buck did in the mid-'80s, early '80s, the way he played guitar, alternative music, was revolutionary. It became more of alternative country. It became more of an art form instead of just straight chord progression or power chords or all electric. It became more about artful changes in chord structure. It became more about the way you pick certain strings instead of just strumming all of them at the same time. And that led to some beautiful melodies and harmonies with REM back in the '80s. And I think REM is the base for many different types of music these days. There's many different ideas about music. So for me, the music I like, Peter Buck is my favorite. Not Slash.
Last question. World Cup final in Berlin or Game 7 Stanley Cup final in Montreal?
You know, I know you're a hockey guy.
You're going to go Berlin, aren't you?
I'm going Berlin. Because the city of Berlin seems like a lot of fun. You know, and it's just a great place to be. And can you imagine being at a World Cup final? It's crazy. Stanley Cup final, not so great. The whole world doesn't play more hockey.
You know I'd go to Montreal. but it's a win-win situation.
No doubt.
There's no wrong choice.
The real question for me would have been either Super Bowl or Game 7 of the World Series, or
that's why I threw this out. Get you thinking outside the box.
yeah, well, you certainly did.
That's all we've got this week. Thanks for joining us. Bill Dwyer, I'm Chris Padgett. We're at Check's Cafeteria. We'll see you next time. We don't know who we're going to get. We don't know where we're going to do it.